Civilization VII, the latest installment in the iconic 4X strategy series, aimed to reinvent itself with bold changes and streamlined mechanics. However, despite its ambition, the game has faced significant criticism from both fans and critics. Here's a breakdown of what went wrong with Civilization VII. One of the most polarizing features of Civilization VII is the New Ages system, which resets much of a player's progress at the end of each era. While this mechanic was designed to combat snowballing, a common issue in previous entries, it has been criticized for disrupting gameplay momentum. Players lose cities, units, and infrastructure, forcing them to rebuild from scratch in each new age. This can feel punishing, especially during wars or critical moments when progress suddenly evaporates. Moreover, while the Ages system encourages strategic planning, it often feels arbitrary and counterintuitive. For instance, wars are abruptly reset between ages, leaving players frustrated when hard-earned victories are undone without warning. Customization has always been a hallmark of the Civilization series, allowing players to tailor their experience with options for map generation, game speed, and AI behavior. Unfortunately, Civilization VII launched with severely limited customization options. Players cannot rename cities or tweak fundamental gameplay settings, features that were standard in earlier games like Civilization V and VI. This lack of flexibility has left many fans feeling alienated, especially those who enjoy fine-tuning their campaigns for unique experiences. Critics have pointed out that even older titles offered more robust customization at launch. Civilization VII's UI has been another major point of contention. While Firaxis aimed to make the game more approachable by reducing micromanagement, the result is a clunky and unintuitive interface. Key information is buried in submenus or presented through microscopic icons that are difficult to interpret. Players have reported struggling to locate units or manage resources effectively due to poor design choices. The lack of clear feedback and accessible statistics further exacerbates the problem. For example, adjacency bonuses, critical for city planning, are poorly explained, leaving players confused about their impact on gameplay. Firaxis has acknowledged these issues and promised improvements in future updates. Civilization VII attempts to add narrative elements through legacy paths and historical events, but falls short in execution. These features often feel shallow and disconnected from the gameplay. For instance, religious conflicts or cultural milestones are reduced to simple numerical bonuses or penalties with little meaningful impact on strategy. Additionally, the game's leaders and civilizations lack the distinct personality that defined previous entries. Critics have noted that interactions between leaders feel arbitrary and inconsistent, undermining the sense of immersion that fans expect from the series. Many of Civilization VII problems stem from what appears to be a rushed development cycle. The game launched with incomplete features and balancing issues that suggest it needed more time in development. For example, the final age feels unfinished, with limited content compared to earlier stages. Core mechanics like tech tree management are missing basic functionalities, such as manual queuing. The maps lack variety and depth, further diminishing replayability. While Firaxis has committed to addressing these shortcomings through updates and a long-term development roadmap, players are understandably frustrated by paying full price for what feels like an incomplete product. Civilization VII deserves credit for addressing some long-standing issues in the series, such as snowballing and late-game micromanagement. However, these fixes have come at a cost. The Aegis system solves snowballing but disrupts gameplay flow. Simplified mechanics reduce micromanagement but also strip away depth. Ultimately, Civilization VII struggles to balance innovation with tradition. By trying to streamline gameplay while maintaining complexity, it ends up alienating both casual players and hardcore fans. Civilization VII is not without merit. It introduces intriguing ideas like the Aegis system and improves upon some flaws from its predecessors. However, its poorly executed mechanics, lack of customization options, clunky UI, and rushed development have left many fans disappointed. Firaxis has shown a willingness to listen to feedback and improve the game over time. But as it stands now, Civilization VII feels like a missed opportunity, a game caught between innovation and tradition that fails to fully satisfy either side of its audience. Whether it can redeem itself through updates remains to be seen.